Hi everyone, we're going to use the tan identity, sum and difference identity on this section. I have two with degrees and two with radians. So the first thing I want to do is write this into something I know that's on my unit circle. So I can write this as tan of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. So this would be my alpha minus my beta. Now my formula is tan of alpha minus tan of beta, because this is minus here, over 1 plus, these are always opposite, tan of alpha, tan of beta. Now that I have my alpha and beta, I just substitute, so I have tan of 45 minus tan of 30 over 1 plus tan 45 times tan of 30. So for the numerator, we get tan of 45 is 1 minus square root of 3 over 3. Also, for my denominator, I get 1 plus 1 times square root of 3 over 3. Now, what I'm going to do is just get my common denominator for each piece. I'm going to write my 1, and if you don't mind, I'm going to write on top of this. Since I want the same denominator, my 1, I'm just going to make 3 over 3, because that equals 1. 3 over 3. So basically I have 3 minus square root of 3 over 3, and then I have 3 plus square root of 3 over 3. And what happens is my 3's here cancel. So we have 3 minus root 3 over 3 plus square root of 3 over 3. Now you can't have a radical in the denominator. So we're going to multiply by the conjugate. And the conjugate is going to be 3 minus square root of 3. 3 minus square root of 3. And it's mainly to get rid of the radical in the denominator. So I'm going to take care of my denominator first, because that's the easy part. This is the form you have a squared minus b squared. That's why we're doing it. So my a is 3, so square your 3 and you get 9. Put your minus, your b is square root of 3. Square root of 3 squared equals 3, so that's minus 3. The numerator, however, is it's going to be the formula a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, because that's your perfect square trinomials thing. So we get 9 minus 2 square root of 3 plus 3. Okay, so my a was 3 and my b was square root of 3. So when I clean that up, I'm going to get 12 minus 2 square root of 3 over 6. I'm going to put 6 under each piece. See if they did it that way. So let's see. So basically, actually when I did this wrong. So this should be 6 right here. Sorry about that. I noticed y'all were telling me that. So when we reduce this out, you're going to get 2 minus 2 minus square root of 3. I just actually reversed that, so that's what I did. A little dyslexic. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so this would have been 3. I did 3 here, but I messed up here. Okay, so you can see this formula is a lot more complicated. Let's do another one. We have tan of 195 degrees. I'm going to write that as tan of 135 plus 60. And I'm not going to write the formula again, but I'm just going to write it out. So this would be tan of 135 plus tan of 60 over 1 minus tan of 135 times tan of 60. Now substituting, we're going to get negative 1 plus square root of 3 over 1 minus negative 1 times square root of 3. This simplifies to negative 1 plus square root of 3, and the denominator is going to translate to 1 plus square root of 3. Now, and this is where most students have the problem. We've got to multiply here by the conjugate. Maybe I'll do it right this time. Okay, so whatever you multiply the denominator by the conjugate, you also have to multiply the numerator. The numerator is going to be not so hard on this one. So this is a plus b times a minus b, and we know that's a squared minus b squared. So the more you do this, the easier it gets. So when you do that, you're going to get, my a is 1, so 1 minus 3, because the square root of 3 squared is 3. Now for the numerator, we're going to get, you just FOIL it out, and you're going to get negative 1 plus 2 square root of 3 minus 3. And this simplifies to negative 4 plus 2 square root of 3 over negative 2. And I'm going to, if you write negative 2 under each piece, this would give you 2 minus square root of 3. I just put the negative 2 under each piece. So that would be 2, and this part would change it to a negative. Okay, the last two is radians. Let's turn the light on. So we have tan of 19 pi over 12. And I usually simplify this as tan of 15 pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12. So I'll write the formula out. I'll scoot over here. Tan of 5 pi over 4 plus tan of pi over 3. And then you're going to have 1 minus these two multiplied. Tan of 5 pi over 4 times tan of pi over 3. And now just substitute, and you get 1 plus square root of 3 and 1 minus 1 times the square root of 3, which is just that. You notice with tan, a lot of the answers are square root of 3 or square root of 3 over 3. So it ends up being very simple if you do a lot of these. We're going to multiply by the conjugate. The denominator is easy because that's just, you're going to just do a squared minus b squared. So 1 squared is 1, square root of 3 squared is just 3. Now the numerator, you're just going to use the a plus b times a plus b. We know that's a squared plus 2ab, 2 times 1 is 2, and then plus your square root of 3 squared is 3. Now I'm going to work back this way. I'm going to get 4 plus 2 square root of 3 over negative 2, and I'm going to put this under each piece. Which give me negative 2 minus square root of 3. Okay? And the last one is tan of 7 pi over 12. So I do 3 pi over 12, or you can reverse it, plus 4 pi over 12. So that's your alpha and your beta. Simplify that. You're going to get pi over 4. And this is going to be pi over 3. Use your formula, and you're going to get tan of pi over 4 plus tan of pi over 3. Since it's a plus, then we're going to do 1 minus, and I just copy these two down again. Tan of pi over 4. I like that one because that just means 1. Tan of pi over 3. So tan of pi over 4 is 1. Tan of pi over 3 is square root of 3. And then we have 1 minus square root of 3. Okay, and you're going to rationalize the denominator by multiplying by the conjugate. And whatever you multiply the denominator by, you have to multiply the numerator by. To me, this one's just like the one we did. All right, little different. So what we're going to get is the denominator is just going to be 1 minus 3. And then we're just going to use the a squared plus 2ab plus b squared for the top. So that's be 1 plus 2 square root of 3 plus 3. Simplify that, you get 4 plus 2 square root of 3 over negative 2. And I'm going to write that like this. So you get negative 2 minus square root of 3. And that's all. The next ones I'm going to do are one with secant and one with cotan. They're a little different. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.